We're at the Dokumentationszentrum Hainbergkaserne. This used to be a barracks near the border between West and East Germany. And we're gonna go check it out. Everything's in German again, and I don't have signal here to use translator, but it should be pretty neat. This whole little area was a garrison for tanks, and they were here until 2006. They did some, you said they went to Afghanistan?
Yes.
And some other stuff, and now it's being used by Steel Timber Sports and a few other businesses. The museum here is open twice a month. It's a big collection of history and Cold War history for the last 50 years or so. And it's going to be just a bunch of individual rooms. So the video might be a little confusing, but bear with me as we work our way through the different floors of the building. Like this, I was not expecting to find a little memorial to Juri Gagarin. I'm going to try and figure out if this was actually one of his helmets here. Crazy story behind that guy. They have an entire model of this base here on display, and what it would have looked like back when it was being used. We came through this gate here and are currently on the first floor of this building. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch more. It's not a large base, but it's got a lot going on in a small area. They've got a parade field. They've got an area for Panzer parking. Lots of barracks. The door upstairs said 50 persons for this bunker, but I count 20 beds over there. I can't imagine fitting 30 more between these two rooms. And having 50 humans in this small area, sleeping and then spending another 16 hours doing nothing besides eating and being bored.
Aufklärung angesetzt, etwa 1200 Meter nach vorne geführt. Hier verstärkt sich der Feindwiderstand so, dass die Panzer eingesetzt werden müssen. Für 1 Kilometer mit Waffenstabilisierungsanlage nach vorne fahren. Die Panzer Grenadier folgt rechts rücken.
Ja, da ist ja gut, da haben die gerade in der Straße entdeckt.
Genau, die Einzelfrage eigentlich.
Und die anderen haben
Genau, das sehen Sie jetzt. Genau. Das stimmt. Aber jetzt Glück, dass ich die Düsseldorf noch ganz weit weg von den Grenzen, aber die Kalkule, aber ich war schon reduzierbar, die Kalkule, die Verhandlungen natürlich noch gute. Hier dann den BP1, der hat eine unterschiedliche Bauart, ich würde sagen, ein schwimmfähiges Mannschaftstransport BMP, so flach. Und der hatte eine große Kanone und dann der BMP2, der auch eine 35 mm Kanone, die überschütten war der MARDER. Ja, das ist unsere Munition und Bewaffnung. Davon mussten wir fast gleich sagen, das ist noch ein Masseur. Das ist irgendwie also erstes sind die vor, die sind ein großes Teil in Deutschland, die waren im Norden, die waren in der Mitte, aber nicht am Türkei. Das ist, die Grundausstattung ist praktisch ohne Spannung. Und das ist nicht was wir können. Aktion, der ist dann eine freie. Ja, und wenn ja Nachstartaktion 12 Uhr halb einreisen, wer es nicht gemacht hat, ist ausgepeitscht worden. Also, was er machen. Ja, alle.
We decided to do a little exploring after we finished the museum. This is up the main drag like we saw in that model of the base. They still have the cobblestone streets here. You can see where the oil change platform was over there. And way in the distance there was the tank storage. And then over here is what we believe would have been where that little shooting range was for the light tanks or whatever they were that they would shoot. But it's being constructed now into something else. And then up over here, it comes around to the back gate. And on the model, it showed a small convoy of tanks lined up to exit here. It's just neat to see it in person after looking at the little display. And through that gate, they would have gone to the training area a couple kilometers away that we saw modeled up in the basement. Here in the middle of the old base, we can still see the large parade area, or whatever they might have used it for, helicopter landing, like it was displayed on the model. And then some of the old barracks buildings are still over there. Lots of stuff is torn down.